Hi guys, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect, plant-based extreme weight loss. And hey, it's been a while since we've had a chance to talk, so I really want to just do a quick vlog and talk to you guys and tell you what's been going on. So, I don't know if you saw my last video, but it was just like a 1-minute tour through the crazy party that was at my house. So check that out. And the reason that I had the crazy party was because this weekend was VegFest. So VegFest is a celebration of all things vegetarian and vegan that many cities have in their conference centers or their convention centers once a year. And Portland, Oregon is known as being a very vegan friendly town, and so our VegFest is nice and big, and it's kind of a combination of a whole lot of food samples, a whole lot of sanctuary and animal welfare organizations, and then some really cool health speakers. And this year was no different. We had Dr. Neil Bernard from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. He's someone I have admired for a really long time. We had Dr. Alan Goldhammer from True North Health Center. He was talking about fasting, and you guys know I have been very interested in fasting for health benefits. We had Dr. Brooke Goldner, who is someone who used a plant-based diet to cure herself of really horrible lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that very nearly killed her. And we had the wonderful Chef AJ coming and talking about the secrets of ultimate weight loss, which is her upcoming book that's going to come out pretty soon, and it's the name of her group by the same name. And it's what has helped me to take off over 200 pounds. So not just a plant-based diet, but a very specific kind of a plant-based diet, and with some foods that we eat in certain orders, and a big emphasis on getting healthy, unprocessed starch and lots of veggies. Veggies are kind of a secret, both for cutting cravings and also for filling you up. So anyway, Chef AJ came to tell everybody about that and about caloric density and all the stuff that, I'm a broken record because, geez, you guys, this has worked for me, and so many things haven't worked for me. I tried a raw food diet, and while it was awesome for a while, after a while it just seemed like I wasn't taking off any more weight with it. And I think that was because I was eating a lot of nuts and seeds and avocados and yummy things. And I never got over my addiction to sugar because I was still using various kinds of sugar and not really flour, but to your body, sugar's sugar, whether it's raw agave or grade B maple syrup or whatever it is, even, highly concentrated date sugar. These are all just sugar to your body, and so I never got over my addiction to sugar when I was on the raw food diet. Okay, so I had the coolest thing happen, which is that I got to have a lot of people at my house for VegFest. I got to host some people that I know you know. One of them is Sandra from Life on Plants. If you're not checking out Sandra, you need to. She's very awesome. She's someone who is very open with her journey to not only take off weight, but also regain her health, because like Dr. Goldner, she battles lupus, and she's talking about what her, how she's using a plant-based diet to help her not only get fit and take off that weight, but also cure that autoimmune disease. And then another person that I had at my house, this was so fun, you guys, I can't even tell you, was Janine from Banana Wisdom. So those are my two Canadian friends. And Janine, a wonderful person. We talked about some really cool things, some spiritual things, And so that was really cool to have those kinds of talks. And she was just a doll. She volunteered to walk my dog for me. I'll tell you why I needed to have my dog walked. But anyway, I had Janine over, and she's such a good sport. You know, my house was full. I have a small house, and it was full. And Janine slept on an air mattress in the living room with me and the cat and the dog. So, and she never complains. She's like the most down-to-earth, nice person. Just super nice. So it's true. These Canadians are really nice. That's not a stereotype. At least the ones I know are super nice. Another person who didn't stay with me, but that I really think you should know, if you are interested in my journey, you would love her. Her name is Sabine, and her channel is Wonder Bean. And of course, I'm gonna link to all these guys down below. But Sabine is a cool person. She is originally from Switzerland. She's living in Canada, and she is just a very cool person, and she's doing great on her plan, and she's rocking and rolling, and she's going to take off a lot of weight. And it's really cool to get in kind of on the beginning, kind of like how you guys did with me. You know, you saw me near my highest weight and watched me go down. Hopefully you're going to watch me go down more. But you know, it's really neat to be there, and I really would love to see people go on Sabine's channel, go on Wonder Bean, and go on Life on Plants, and support these people and watch them shrink, because it's very exciting. So anyway, Sabine didn't stay with me, but she did come over and hang out, and honestly, I would have liked a bigger dose of Sabine. I wish I could have spent more time with her, because just what a neat person. Just really like her a lot. And then the other two people, so those were my Canadians. Then the other two people who stayed with me were Chef AJ and her best friend Shada. And Shada has taken off over 100 pounds following the same plan that I do. But unlike me, who still has like 100 pounds to go, Shada is at her goal weight, and she's like wearing a size 4. She's looking really wonderful. And you know, I got so much out of hanging out with Shada, because Shada does not compromise. Shada does what she's supposed to do, and she doesn't waver. You know, and the same thing with AJ. AJ does not compromise. They do not equivocate. They do not make exceptions. They eat what they eat. They don't eat what they don't eat. They don't make excuses, and they don't make exceptions. And more and more, I am seeing that as the way I need to be. You know, I eat what I eat. I don't eat what I don't eat ever. And I don't make exceptions, and I don't apologize for it. You know, I can't say that's true yet, but I'm taking that on as like a mantra to be that's where I want to be. Okay. So Shada and AJ stayed in my son's room, which is not a big room, you guys, and they're so fun. They're just, and it was incredible. I did a bunch of Facebook Lives with AJ and did some cooking, and I walked all around Portland with Shada, and we tried to fool Chef AJ. We went to this famous place called Voodoo Donuts that's in Portland that everybody goes. It's one of the things you do when you go to Portland, if you eat sugar and grease and flour and stuff. But anyway, they have vegan donuts there, so even a lot of us plant-based people go to Voodoo. So we went to Voodoo, and we were going to pretend we were even going to get like a vegan donut and give it to a homeless guy or whatever, but we decided that we didn't want to waste 45 minutes in line just to get a donut that we were going to give away. And but anyway, I took a picture of her by Voodoo Donuts to try to fool AJ. But you know what? AJ was not fooled at all, because she knows Shada, and she knows Shada doesn't eat that stuff, and Shada doesn't compromise, and that is why Shada is so successful. That's why Shada is a size 4. And one of these days I'm going to be a size 4. It's hard to believe, but for me, but I have to keep saying that to myself. And I had some, you know, I had a lot of fun with AJ, but I also had some really good talks. AJ is very wise, and she knows a lot, not only about taking off weight, but just about personal growth and places where I need to work on in order to be successful. And so she did a lot of coaching with me, and just out of the kindness of her heart, you know, she's just someone who does that for you. And I don't think she can help herself. She just wants to help and stuff. And so we talked about some things that I know have been issues for me, about how I'm a people pleaser. I want people to like me. I'm a caregiver. I try to take care of everybody, and I don't necessarily include myself on that list. And how you know, I'm trying to give from an empty cup sometimes, and that is not working for me. And also, you know, it's definitely not good to do things because you want people to think you're a nice person or whatever, and then you secretly resent it. So it just was some good examination. You know, I try to be really super honest with you guys. This is like my confessional. And so anyway, it was really good. We went deep. We were talking a lot, and I see where I have more work to do. So that was really good. It was really wonderful. And then you saw the crazy party, right? So you saw the video. I did a compliant potluck. So everybody, all those people came for food that had no animal products, no sugar, salt, or oil, no flour. All those people showed up for like super compliant food. So that's kind of crazy when you think about 40 people showing up for food that some of you guys wouldn't even think tastes good, but we all think it tastes good. At least 40 people thought it tasted good. And you guys, Dr. Goldhammer, who does not like parties, from what I'm told, he doesn't like parties. And he came, and he gave of himself, and he did like a whole hour of question and answer for us. And I just thank him so much for that. That was such a gift to be able to have him in my home, you know, with all my friends and with a lot of you guys. You know, a lot of people from the Portland area came to this, either in UWL or people from my group, the Butterfly Effect, my Facebook group. We all got an hour with one of the, you know, headlining doctors from VegFest right in my house. So that was kind of cool. And my house was so full. There were people in the living room. There were people in the kitchen. There were people down the hall. There were people outside on the porch in October in Portland, Oregon. I mean, it was... I had no idea my house could hold that many people. But you know what? Nobody complained. I was so worried that I was so, you know, the people pleaser. I was so worried. It was like, is everybody okay? Do they have a place to sit? This is terrible. I shouldn't invite so many people over if I don't have room for them. But nobody complained at all. And people just sat on the floor or hung out, you know, and stood up and talked to each other. And I got so many people told me that they had a really fun time. So that was really awesome. And just, I didn't get much sleep. You can probably see my bags have bags. Didn't get much sleep, but I sure, you know, didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun. And so anyway, it was quite the experience. I had quite the weekend. So I did say that I had asked Janine, Banana Wisdom, to walk my dog. My knee has gotten really bad, you guys. My leg has gotten really bad, and I haven't been able to, I can hardly walk. I'm like walking with a big limp, and I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if it's the rheumatoid arthritis. I don't know if it's something neuromuscular. I have no idea what's going on. I don't think it's an injury. At first I thought it was an injury. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I can barely walk, and it's freaking me out. and it really hurts, and it kind of like dislocates. My kneecap kind of dislocates and makes a loud pop and like hurts really bad, and sometimes it feels like my muscles are cramping, like when you have a Charlie horse, but in the muscles all around the knee. It hurts when I sleep. I have no idea what's going on, and I can't really get answers yet. So anyway, I'm really frustrated, and I don't know exactly what's going on with it. So I'm going to be working on that. But in the meantime, you know, I walk for exercise, but I'm realizing I walk for so much more than that. I walk like for sanity, and I do my praying when I walk, and it's kind of my meditation time. It's my time with my dog, you know, but I think I walk for stress control, to build up, you know, to build up dopamine and make me happier and keep away depression. And so for all those reasons, I'm really missing my walk. I'm really missing it, you guys. So this sounds so dorky even to me, but if you're a person who prays, I know I have a lot of people that have a lot of faith on my, that watch me. So if you have the desire, or if you would mind to please pray for my leg to get better, because I would really like to walk, and honestly I'm worried about regaining weight if I can't exercise. I'm gonna probably talk to John Pierre about what I can do to modify so that I can still keep on exercising right now. So anyway, send me some good juju, send me some positive thoughts, send me some healing energy, some Reiki, or, you know, say a little prayer for me. If you wouldn't mind, that would, I would appreciate it. At least that they figure out what's going on and what I can do about it, so I can get back to walking, or figure out what the next step is on that. Okay, so it's quite the weekend. I had a wonderful time. I really want to see my 3 friends again. This is really cool. Sandra told me she's going to join UWL. She's going to join Chef AJ's group. Banana Wisdom, Janine, said that she was really inspired and she's going to step it up, and she's going to get this. She's already such an athlete and such a cool person. I just love her to death. And she said that this is the year that she's going to take off the weight. So she's in there. She's right with me. And Sabine from Wonder Bean, she said that she's going to go vegan because she had been vegetarian. So she's going vegan. So a lot of cool things came out of this weekend. And I hope if you get the chance to, that you go to a VegFest by you. Because great speakers, a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, and it's just nice to know you're not the only plant-based eater in the world, you know, just to have that support and that love. And so shout out to Jill for today, Jill and Randy, and shout out to Jenny, the broccoli, Team Broccoli. It was wonderful to see you guys too, and all the new friends I made this weekend at my party and everything. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being part of my life and part of my journey. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.